Hey guys, so I know it's been a long time since I've done a video or any type of update or anything whatsoever, and I'm really only doing this because people have been asking, and I really want to make sure that I don't leave you guys hanging. So really, when it comes down to why I've really slowed down and stopped, and if you've been following this channel for any amount of time, then you're probably actually pretty well aware of this. I've done a couple updates on this over the last year, and so for those who do not know, I fell into a French drain about a year ago, hyperextended my knee with some rotation, and tore my medial meniscus in the posterior horn. And as far as the recovery for that, what that looks like is that there is no like great way of resolving this type of issue. So historically speaking, the way that it would be resolved is through a meniscectomy, which is the removal of the meniscus, which acts as the padding for your knee. And without it, you develop arthritis very fast, and the bones start becoming brittle and significantly damaged over time, in a very short amount of time. Whereas what surgeons have done since then have been partial meniscectomies, which still have kind of the same problem because, again, you're removing some of that padding. They do try to sometimes stitch up certain types of tears, and that has hit or miss results. And then there are new treatments that are somewhat promising, and that's what we've been going with. New research has suggested that the best way to deal with this is through physical therapy. And I saw a physical therapist for about 6 months and got no results. I took over my own physical therapy after that, and haven't had any good results with that. And we've also started what's called PRP, which is where they take your blood out, they spin it through a centrifuge, they separate out the plasma and the platelets, and then they inject that into the meniscus itself. And the reason why they do that is because the meniscus doesn't have a lot of blood pathways in it, so it's very unlikely that it's going to heal on its own. And so by putting the blood platelets exactly where they need them, then it actually gives you a better chance of resolving that. We've did that once about 4 months ago, and no results. We've done active release therapy, we've done dry needling, we've done cupping, we've done all kinds of different therapies with pretty much no results from any of it. And so what we're really looking at right now is that we have to just go with the hit or miss, maybe it'll help, maybe it won't, surgical option. And so we're doing a last-ditch effort to do PRP one more time to give it another chance, and we did it a little bit more closer to where the tear is. We are also put it in the tendon of my lateral hamstring here, which I believe would be your biceps femoris tendon. And so that's where we are with that. And how that affects me as far as like this channel goes and why I'm not posting as much is because, you know, it kind of limits me to doing these fireside chats, couch talks that, you know, have had mixed results or mixed reviews as far as how people have responded to them. And some of those responses have, you know, sucked kind of the joy of doing this channel out of it for me. I don't like fielding some of the response. Some of you guys are rather toxic, and for my own mental health, I just don't like having to respond to some of that bullshit. And also because, you know, I feel not particularly legit right now. You know, I'm not actively wrestling, so what business do I have teaching you guys how to wrestle? And that's where I am in my headspace right now. You know, I'm fielding very strong opinions from other people who, you know, don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And, you know, I do have, you know, my 8 years of experience. That means nothing to a lot of people. I have tried to address concerns and insecurities for people when they're talking about like trying to join an actual wrestling team where they have to wear singlets and whatnot, and feeling insecure about their body and normal body functions and what might be revealed and what may not, and having people, kind of respond in a toxic way to that kind of shit. And I've tried to be encouraging, and that hasn't always been well met. And what that has, I kind of had a moment couple months ago where I was chatting with somebody in our Telegram group, and they voiced a differing opinion of mine, and they're very strong about it. And I didn't like how I responded to that. I kind of felt like I was starting to lash back out with that same toxicity that they were feeding me. And so, as much as I want to be active, as much as I want to be there for you guys, I also want to do it on my own terms and be presenting you guys with a non-toxic, positive view of wrestling and how to participate in the sport and learn and grow. And I want to nurture that, and I want to be a nurturing person for that. And what I'm getting kind of that pushback right now, or what I've been dealing with, while also dealing with, my identity issues when it comes to this injury, kind of all amount to me just not wanting to do it right now. Like, it just adds up to, because I cannot be active right now, my options are very limited. Even kicking when I'm swimming can hurt my knee. Doing personal training has hurt my knee. I haven't been training other people because I don't feel confident in myself right now. I'm not confident in my body. I don't like the weight that I put on. And so there's like a lot of insecurity going on in there. And I know that somebody's going to go into the comments here and they're going to talk about, oh, it's just more depression and Chris talked about these things, but I'm making this video specifically because somebody asked. And if you don't like that, this is not a video that's intended for entertainment. It's to fill you guys in what's going on. And, since I've been injured, I've been incredibly popular on Meat Fighters, to the point that it's actually rather upsetting to me, because the few times that I have been talked into going down to the mats has been really upsetting for me. Because I can't do anything, and especially when it comes to somebody that's inexperienced or new, it's very hard for me to engage with them and even be able to show them anything when I can't bend my knee. I can't get this knee fully straightened. That's about as far as it goes. And then, to give you guys an example, if I were to try to put back, that's where I'm starting to feel pain. Right? So you see how far my hip is from there. So I can't get down to the mat to do side control. I can't be inside of somebody's guard. I can't do anything. And the idea that, I might have some twisting, somebody might go for a heel hook or a knee bar on me when I have this injury is scary. And it's debilitating. And it's been a year. And I'm actually having, this last week I had 2 friends over for the last 2 weeks I've been hosting at home, and them and another person have all suggested that, I get a fucking handicap thing to throw on my mirror for my car. And that is just humiliating to me. And I know that might be a more ableist kind of perspective, but when it comes to me and my pride and who I am as a person, I'm not okay with the state of where things are right now. So, I apologize that I can't be there for you guys. I apologize that I can't continue to post the content that I used to post. And I just, I'm about to make another video here to follow this one up to talk about choke defenses, and I don't really feel that up to it. Just because it is a vast subject, and it's one that, I've been away from a while, so I'm sure that as I'm making it, I'm going to have all kinds of imposter syndrome. So bear with me, guys. I'm dealing with some heavy questions that I have no idea where things are going to land. So, as much as I want to be there for you guys, you know, I can't. That's really the what it comes down to, until I can actually heal. So I'm sorry. I will be there as much as I can. And as always, I've stated multiple times on this channel with absolutely zero response from anybody whatsoever, is that, you know, if you guys want to have a mentor, then somebody has to step up. And unfortunately, for at least the next 6 months, it can't be me. So I'm sorry. I'll be back when I can, but for the time being, you know, this is just the reality that we're in. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope that this is heard and that you guys don't just check out in the first 30 seconds. And I'll be back when I can.